Alright guys, so this will be a two-parter, should be labeled that in the title. We're going to do Creation to Boss 1. We're going to go back to the Hunter stream. We're going to level up our weapon, our primary weapon, and then we're going to purchase some blood vials, because the path that I'm going to be taking to boss 2 doesn't guarantee me any blood vials. So we're just going to make sure that we have a decent amount of blood vials going into boss 3. Boss 2. Boss 2, phase 1 and 2, I know I have to burn a couple health potions because of the blunderbuss, usually. But really what I'm concerned with is health going into phase 3. Phase 3 can definitely be concerning for me personally anyways. His attacks become very hard to dodge and actually return, and actually do damage in return afterwards. I think he's a lot more parryable or stunnable during that phase. But lately I've been having a lot of trouble with firing during those certain times, and it not stunning them, which just leaves me standing there like an idiot, getting then pummeled in the face. It's actually something I've noted with a couple of friends that I play Bloodborne with, that, you know, the stun doesn't always stun when it's supposed to, and it's quite aggravating actually, because it can cost you at times, and it's very, very aggravating to say the least. You know what, we're gonna go with the blunderbuss this time. Why not? I'm not sure if anybody else has noticed that, but yeah, this stun doesn't seem to land all the time. I had one other friend comment. He's like, I think it needs to hit in a certain area for that stun to go off all the time, and it's not, if they turn their body or something when you're firing, it's not a guarantee that you're going to hit. Or if you fire during a certain portion of the animation and the exact right portion of the body isn't facing you during that time, and you're not like a little to the left or you're a little to the right of them when they start that animation, you won't get the stun off. That's what my friend has the opinion of. And I think he might actually be right, because there's been some bosses, not even bosses, like some of the fatties, I know exactly which animation, I know exactly during the animation I have to hit them. And I've shot them during that portion of the animation and then not had them stunned, and it was because I was slightly off to the side or whatever during some of those ones, and I'm like, might be right. Which sucks, really. If you have to be at a perfect angle to get those stuns off, then it really, relying on them is really, really stressful, because it means you can't really dodge at all, and you should just be standing there all the time. And that sucks, because you can't do that either, because not every animation is parryable. Some of them you have to dodge. So that means you dodge out of one animation, the next animation you're not lined up for properly to parry it, and I'm not going to eat one animation just to parry another. Great, I get a stun attack in, but now I've also had to blow 2 health potions because it was an attack that did 90% of my life and damage. That's stupid. So I'll just stick to dodging a bunch and looking like a jackass. Thank you. Roar. Alright, so we are changing up the run, if you haven't noticed. This is all stuff just to set us up for boss 2. This will probably turn boss 1 into a more like a 9-minute 30 seconds. It's under 10 minutes to get the boss done, but you know, my last run, you know what this dog did? He jumped backwards and pulled the mobs from the staircase on me. I was really pissed off with him. But yeah. I've realized that you cannot rely on every mob in this game to do exactly what they are supposed to do according to those stupid review sites and stuff. I hate strategy guide sites because they tell you, they act like everything's matter of fact. Like, matter of fact, this thing won't do this if you're this distance, and this thing won't do that if you're that distance. Bull. Bull. Literally the last practice run that I did, I had this, this first boss do his jumping attack every time I was right underneath him. Literally. Did his jumping attack while I was underneath him, which, according to some review sites, he can only do if you're standing halfway across the bridge. Yeah, okay, whatever, buddy. You clearly don't know what you're talking about. Does he have a higher likelihood of doing that attack? Yeah, but I'm pretty sure some of these guys will do. It's got to be some kind of like programming. Like, if you're this close, it can do it from any of the attack range. Where if you're this close, it can only do attacks from this pool. And I think that pool gets smaller as you go farther out as to what moves it can possibly do. But to say that it'll only do its ranged attacks if you're out at range, no, that's wrong. It won't. It'll do them when you're up close too. One, two, and he will jump back afterwards. Yep. Alright, this sucks because now I can't get the crit attack in. Damn it. Damn. So you don't chain it part of my... Really?
very well then.
Alright guys, I'm going to be stopping the recording right after it's done loading in. As soon as it finishes loading, I will stop the recording for a moment, and then I will start the recording again, and then you guys will see the path that I take for Boss 2. It's a really quick, really easy path. There's not a lot to fight in between. I think I fight a total of 4 mobs, maybe. I think I fight 4 mobs. The rest of them I just run through, and it's pretty much a straight line to get there, so... It's a really easy path, and you get free armor on the way. So, all right, here we go. Pausing the recording.